Now let's do question number 2. In question 2 they are asking whether the given numbers are in proportion or not. Means we just have to check whether the product of the extremes is equal to product of means or not. So let's find the product of extreme first. In all these proportion sums, we'll find out product of extremes and product of means. What are extremes? 1 by 5 and 1 by 10. So turn out to be 1 by 50. And now let's find out product of means. Product of means. Means mean the numbers in between. Those are 1 by 8 and 1 by 4. And it turns out to be 1 by 32. And we know 1 by 50 is not equal to 1 by 32. Product is not same. We'll write here product is not same. And when the product is not same, then the numbers, the given terms are not in proportion. The given terms are not in proportion. The sum is done. Now look at question number 3. Question 3, they have given us one number, one term as x, and we have to find out that term. They've already given. Suppose I'm doing question 3, fourth part. In this, they have given that x ratio 1.6 is proportional to. This sign is given, and this sign we know is the sign of proportionality. They have already given that 1 ratio 1.6 is proportional to 2.1 ratio 8.4. It means if these are already given, it is given that numbers are in proportion. Numbers are in proportion. So the product of extreme is given to be equal to product of means. So what is product of extreme here? It means we are given that product of extreme here is equal to product of means. So here we are given that product of extremes is equal to, I don't know why, but this is not working properly. Is product of extremes, is product of means. And what is product of extremes? X into 8.4 is equal to 1.6 into 2.1. So what is x? 1.6 into 2.1 upon 8.4. And if we cancel these, we'll get this 2.4 goes with 8.4 at 4. So 1.6 divided by 4 is 0.4. So we got x as 0.4. We got x as one of the term which is 0.4. Okay. Now see this. Question number 4. Question number 4. See, now you know that if numbers are in proportion, their product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Every time we are using the same formula, that product of extreme is equal to product of means. In question number 4, suppose I'm taking third part. I'm just trying to take the difficult most. Here the fourth proportion is missing. Let fourth proportion be x. So the terms, therefore the terms 0.6 ratio 1.5 is proportional to 3 ratio x, because x we supposed as fourth proportion. Here also product of extremes would be equal to product of means. Why? Because numbers are given in proportion, as terms are in proportion. So what is product of extreme? 0.6 into x is 1.5 into 3. So x is 1.5 into 3 upon 0.6. So if you cancel these, anyway you can cancel. You can even convert these numbers into fraction. 1.5 can be written as 10, 6, 10, 10 goes, this goes, so we got x as 7.5. Okay, let me handle fifth question also. Fifth question, suppose I'm taking fifth part. Here we have to find out the mean proportion. Here we have to find mean proportion, and I have explained earlier that what is mean proportion? Mean proportion is B. And what is B? B is equal to square root AC. You can directly put the formula. Now they have already given you A as 1 upon 25, C as 1 upon 16, then B would be square root 1 upon 25 into 1 upon 16. It is 1 by 5 into 1 by 4. You know this? Or if you don't know, 25 goes by 5 into 5. So square root of it is 5. Similarly, 16 square root is 4. So we got 1 by 20 as B. So mean proportion is, therefore, mean proportion is 1 by 20. Now you all can easily do the rest of the parts till question number 5. Thank you. Have a nice day.